Good morning. There are quite a few dolphins this morning. I'm so surprised. I have never seen dolphins like up this early. So, I mean, that was super cool. But it is around 9:30. And yeah. Oh my gosh. It's significantly colder in the morning. Oh, my legs are already pretty numb. That's funny. Ay, ay, ay. Holy, it's cold. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, it feels good. Yeah. Good morning. I said I'd get up next morning yesterday, and I did. This is a great start to the morning, to the day. Feels good. And I mean, physically it feels good too. The water, I mean, it is significantly colder, but it's still not too bad. You get used to it pretty quick, honestly. So it's feeling nice. Anyways, today I did have something to talk about, which is great. It's always good when I come, you know, I guess not really talking about my day, because I mean, although these videos are just a way for me to just open up and talk about whatever it is going on in my life, whether that is about my day, whether it's about my feelings. It's still pretty, I don't know, it's more, I don't know, I guess productive when I actually have something meaningful to talk about. That isn't just my day, because my day is boring a lot of the times. But yeah, I mentioned it earlier on one of my videos, and it was about this idea of seasonal sadness, seasonal depression, whatever you want to call it. And I mentioned during one of the finals videos that it's certainly something that happens to me, and it does. And it just, I don't know, it kind of kicks on here and there, but the key signs of it is just like an unmotivation to do stuff. Laying in bed, obviously, and like, I don't know, just kind of feeling down and not really, you know, doing much. At least that's what it is for me, you know. Lying in bed, not really doing much is definitely like kind of my thing, and it's I don't know, it's odd because, you know, I feel so motivated during I feel like it's only this time of the year that like that I really notice that kind of unmotivation like creeps in. And even though yesterday I did get up, you know, I did stuff, I went and cold plunged, and I went to the gym. After the gym, I ate dinner, and then I kind of just laid in bed and didn't really do much. And you know, I know it's okay to like do that, and you know, I'm on my winter break, but it's not something that I wanted to do. It was something that like I was just not feeling motivated to do anything else, you know. And that's just, again, a sign of the seasonal sadness that I get. And so what I ended up doing is, instead of just laying in bed and not doing anything, I threw on a couple movies, and the movies that I watched were Avengers Infinity War and Avengers Endgame. And if you haven't watched those movies and you haven't watched the culmination of the Marvel Cinematic Universe to that point, then you're not really going to understand this reference I'm going to make. But I mean, those two movies are like some of the best two movies that I've ever watched, because I'm a big Marvel fan, because I watched the culmination of everything leading up to it. It's I mean, the way they wrapped it up was special, and it's like, it's very it's similar to like a really good TV show, in which like the ending, the season finale or whatever, you've been watching it multiple seasons on end, and when it's finally ending, it wraps up in a super beautiful way. It's kind of that feeling that I got after I watched Endgame, because it's been like at least 2 years since I watched it. I mean, there's so many like just beautiful cinematography, such like good scenes in that movie that like really like do kind of like it's weird to say because it's a superhero movie, but it did like, some scenes really do like kind of put tears in your eyes a little bit, because it's just so good the way they like do the scenes and stuff. Anyway, what does this have to do with seasonal sadness? Well, after I finished that movie, I was, you know, after it was done, after being on such a high, you know, watching the movie, how good it was, you know, after it was over, it was kind of sad. I was left, you know, kind of feeling weird and not, you know, it just felt like, it felt down after the movie was over, because it was so good, because it's such a good movie. And I feel like this is my hypothesis, but that could be something that kind of happens during this time of the year. I mean, this time of the year it's the most wonderful time of the year, right? You're on your winter break, you get to see your friends and family. I feel like you eat a lot of good food, and I mean, it's just an amazing time of the year. Just because I do get this seasonal sadness doesn't mean this year isn't like, or this time of the year isn't like some of the best times of the entire year, you know, it's great. But because this time of the year is so wonderful, as I say, you know, the times that you are alone, the times that you're kind of just being your normal self and you're not with your friends or your family and you're not doing fun stuff, I feel like the high of this time of the year can make your normal self kind of feel a little sad, you know? Similar to when you finish a really good TV show or when you finish a really good movie, like I was mentioning with Avengers Endgame. I don't know, this time of the year may have, you know, that type of effect. You know, when you're not doing something that really gets you happy and really gets you feeling good. And because, you know, this season, you do that, I'd say, more often than other seasons. Yeah, it could be leaving you in a, you know, your normal state that kind of feels a little less than normal. And, I don't know, that's just like kind of what I've been thinking about this whole seasonal sadness, because it is really weird. Like, why is it this specific season that you kind of get down on yourself? At least for me. And so I was just thinking about, you know, possible explanations. And so even if this is right, and like, even if I am onto something, like, what is the point of knowing that information? And I was kind of thinking about that as well. And I guess for me, it's just, I'm not quite sure what to do about the information yet, but just providing some sort of explanation to a problem that you have can lead to a little bit of like stress alleviation. You know, I feel like when you don't know the problem, you know, when you don't understand the root of a problem, for example, for the seasonal sadness thing, you know, the questions that I would be asking is, why am I getting sad? What is wrong with me? What about this season is like what's happening, you know, with me? Like what's going on with me that this season, you know, I get sad more than usual? And you know, when you don't really understand the problem, it could be, you know, it kind of leaves you like feeling sad and dumb. Like what's going on with me? What's wrong with me? You know? But, you know, thinking about a possible explanation like this that I just mentioned, it could, I don't know, at least for me, it's, you know, those questions kind of move from being like, okay, what's wrong with me, to, okay, you know, I understand the problem, you know, what can I do about it? You know, what can I do with this explanation and possibly make me feel a little better? And just kind of, I mean, trying to puzzle it out does make me feel better. Like, this thing I'm talking about, trying to understand the problem, it has made me feel a little better about it and stuff. So, I don't know. It's an interesting thing. What I talked about is really just my thoughts. I seriously doubt that it has any merit at all. But it seems interesting, and the fact that I did watch the movie and it left me, you know, feeling that way, feeling sad that it was over. It kind of made me think about the seasonal sadness that I've been kind of going through. You know. Anyways. Full disclaimer, I'm totally okay. Like, it's just like these little blips of unmotivation and stuff, but it's nothing serious at all. I mean, it happens every year. It's just something that you kind of deal with. But anyways, I just wanted to like talk about it because it has been on my mind And yeah, I don't know, it's good to talk about stuff. So I'm done for today, and yeah, I'll see you guys later.